I'll start from what happened last year. This is a bit of a, will I say deja vu of what we saw last year, only that last year it quickly escalated. Just as the procession was supposed to hold this year, it held last year as well. Protesters, I don't like to use the word protesters, but yeah, that's what they are called. We're supposed to, according to the flyer they put out last year, continue on a peaceful procession around the Lekki Toll area. Then things quickly went south when they decided to stop along the road and cause a barricade. And then the police had to deploy canisters of tear gas and even use water cannons to scatter that crowd. And now we're seeing, well, not exactly something similar, but we're seeing these same people coming out in their numbers. Not exactly the same numbers that we saw last year, a lot fewer this time. And we're seeing that the police were ready for them at this point, and the police has not made them or has not let them settle in one place. If you've been following the clips coming from News Central's camera crew, you could see that the police ensured right from the beginning of the day that nobody stopped at any point along that Lekki axis there, just by the toll gate where they were all supposed to assemble. The police has ensured that they keep moving such that they don't block any part of the expressway. Because the moment these group of people are able to block a certain space, it's easy for them to galvanize more forces or to call for more reinforcement. And then, well, we all know what happens from there. Other parts of Lagos so far, from information that we've been able to gather, has been peaceful. There's not been any procession anywhere else, except for the Lekki toll, where we have our man on ground, Niyi, Omoniyi, manning and observing what's going on at the moment. It is peaceful, like you stated, which is what the protesters did say. A peaceful procession is what they called it. And so far, that's exactly what's going on at the moment. We definitely hope that, like last year and the year before, it doesn't escalate beyond what we see right now.
Yeah, most definitely. We will go back to Niyi to get more live feeds and reactions from him. But Bernard, I'd like to find out, looking at the number of the youths that came out now as compared to last year and the year before, as you have said, of course, there are a bit of rancor in what happened last year. Does this suggest that Nigerian youths have moved on? Does it mean that they have moved on? Because you would have thought that at this point you would still have a number of Nigerians, appreciable number now, still out, stepping out. Okay, so Bernard, I will take your reaction. Let me quickly go to Niyi to also get his reaction as regards this. Niyi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Lekan.
Okay, so you were actually giving us a live update of what obtains at the Lekki axis as regards the procession being carried out by Nigerian youths. And of course, I have Bernard here also with me, and we're talking about it. I'd like you to just conclude on the details that you were rolling out a few minutes ago.
Okay, so I was reeling out the 545 demands, and I was at a point where I was speaking about the police reform and, of course, proper compensation for the police. And when the CP, the Commissioner for Police of Lagos State, actually got here, he dotted on it when he was speaking to the police officers and said, when he was speaking about their conduct, that their conduct has been well so far, they've done the right things. He has not heard about any sort of harassment as we would normally have it year in, year out during the memorial. He has not heard of anything like that, and their welfare is going to be properly taken care of. And a lot of people have spoken to the fact that this goes a long way to actually prepare already the police officers psychologically, because when you're not psychologically able or well, I want to say well so it doesn't look like insane, the word insane, but of course when you're psychologically okay, you can perform better and effectively on the field. So far, we've not seen any form of harassment here, although earlier in the day, one of the police officers was trying to accuse the press for indulging protesters who are moving around while interviewing them and making them wait. And we told the police officer that we needed to do our job. We needed to ask this person why this person is here and why the person has deemed it fit to actually appear at this same station, at this same toll, which is not a coincidence, and what the person was doing here. And things have been calm so far. As I said earlier, the only agitation started, everything was calm until a prominent human rights activist, Akede, came here with a little daughter to respect, to pay honors to the fallen heroes, as she will put it in her own words, and to seek for justice and, of course, for something to be done 3 years later. And I'm hearing, I was listening to your discussion about if people have moved on. I'm not really sure, although, yes, observing on social media, the hype might not have been there as it was when the NSAS Memorial 1.0 was done or the NSAS Memorial 2.0 was done. And not much civil society had carried it now, and also celebrities. But I think, and even here on the field, we can observe that we didn't have the same amount of car processions or people who were ready to defy law or and come to this toll gate as we had it during the NSAS 1.0 or NSAS 2.0. But I don't think that means people didn't want to come. I just think that over the months and over the years, the clampdown that has happened on anything that has to do with protests in Nigeria, in Lagos, has sort of not instill fear, I will put, but as some sort of make people have a double mind that is it even necessary? Is anything even, maybe is it worth fighting for? Is there any reason to even go out there and just get maybe injured again or get caught in the crossfire? Because we know that the first NSAS Memorial 1.0, NSAS Memorial 2.0 ended in the police officers shooting a tear gas to disperse the crowd.